What's up? What's hand? What's poppin'? Welcome back to another great episode of Tough Calls with Symone and
your boy Dylan. Yeller.
So I had to bring Dylan on the track today. First of all, guys, I'm gonna be back in the studio tomorrow. You know, it's Christmas.
Dun dun dun.
But right now we still in the booth because we still out of town for the holidays. But guys, so we know it's game 3. It's a long season. Game 3, the Nets lost, the Bucks lost, the Clippers lost. Like a lot of teams took an L this week. It's game 3. We already know that. It's early in the season. It's many games to be played. Let's get that out the way for y'all. Drop it in the comments. But there are some takeaways from a game like this. So Embiid was a late scratch. Now, you know, instant adjustments had to be made. They weren't going into the game prepared that Embiid wasn't going to be there. But you would automatically assume, right, that Ben Simmons would be the guy to take over the game, or am I wrong?
No, you're absolutely right. Ben Simmons, as soon as you find out Joel Embiid is going out and not going to be out there and not going to be available for the entirety of the game, you have to know, okay, this is going to be my night to show up. I'm going to be the alpha dog. And even Tobias Harris, too, you can put that upon yourself. You can be like, all right, I'm going to be a little bit more aggressive tonight. I'm going to look to get my shot a little bit more tonight along with Ben Simmons. And I think Tobias did a pretty good job of that. 5 of 10 from the field, 4 of 6 from 3. He also had 9 rebounds, 5 assists. Very good game from Tobias Harris. But for me, Ben has to do more. You only took 8 shots. Yeah, you were 5 of 8. You were efficient. You had 4 assists.
So take more.
15 shots, but do more. You were being efficient. Do more. Do more of that. Like, you were on the right track, but you just didn't do enough this game. Ben, you at least need to take 15 shots. That's at minimum for me to get you have to will your team a dub tonight. You know your best. If you and Joel Embiid are the best players, 1A, 1B, however you want to rank them, it's whatever. The point is, you have to do more. You have to be way more aggressive, whether you actually going to shoot the ball or if you're not going to shoot the ball and you're dead set on not shooting the ball, you have to at least take it to the hole and get you a bucket, post up, do what you're at least good at, and go and get your team buckets and will your team to victory.
No, I 1000% agree. And it's not even with somebody like Ben Simmons, we had no identity when Embiid wasn't out there. And that's just super glaring because it's a long season and Embiid is injury prone. It's going to be other games where Embiid got back tightness and won't be able to play. And Andre Drummond, mad respect for him, but it's other bigs that we're going to have to worry about if Embiid isn't in the game. That's not even like... So what I want to say is... Ben Simmons. Ben shot 0 attempts from 3. Mind you, when you're late in the game and you down by 20, I don't even care if you making them, but you in desperation mode. I'm saying, shouldn't you just be putting them up? Like you didn't attempt any?
And on top of that too, if you want to get a 3-point shot, if you want to develop a 3-point shot, yes, you have to do it in practice. Yes, it was great that he stayed after the game. Who'd y'all play? What was that second game against?
The Knicks.
Yes, it was great. You stayed after against the Knicks and shot some threes with Dwight Howard.
We got to see a game.
But you have to see it in games. You have to do it during the game. And especially when it's a blowout, whether you're on either side of the blowout, winning or losing, that's the perfect time. Why not shoot some threes? It doesn't really, and it's early on in the season. It's not like y'all fighting for a super playoff spot right now. And yeah,
it's 2 more things I gotta say. So we still gotta talk about Seth Curry, and we still gotta talk about Danny Green. But let me say this about Ben. Ben passing when you should be posting up.
Right. You gotta be more aggressive.
You gotta make the defenses respect you, and especially when you have the ability to post up and succeed. You passing, you're the leader on the team. Like, what does that show your team? You know what I mean? Like,
and that's
post
his game.
Up. That's your game. That's what you.
That's what he thrives.
That's what you thrive in. And if you're not willing to post up and you're not willing to shoot, then baby, what we gonna do?
Exactly. What we gonna do with you?
And I saw someone on Twitter say if Embiid was out and we had James Harden in, we wouldn't have lost by 25 because they obviously wasn't playing any defense tonight. And people saying like, and this is not a trade Ben, this is me just speaking my mind after the game. It's not even a trade Ben video. But James would have had 20 points. And the lack of defense that we would have been losing from Ben, let's read off Collin Sexton, 22 points in 29 minutes. So y'all talking about, oh, if we trade Ben, who's going to guard KD? Can we guard Collin Sexton?
Right. Can you stop Collin Sexton?
Can we stop Collin Sexton? But let's talk about Danny Green for a minute. And I know, it was a late scratch with Embiid. So, you know, it's on the fly adjustment.
Right.
But Danny Green, you supposed to be three, not just D and 3. Danny Green had 1 3-point attempt. Danny had 18 minutes and 4 points.
I know you know how to find your shot, Danny. I know you know how to get open. Come on, this is not your first rodeo, Danny. What are you doing? And you that tired?
And Seth, I'm not even. Obviously, without Embiid out there, without Ben shooting, you know, the ball wasn't moving like it was supposed to. But Seth, just in the dribbling situations, and I saw definitely a lot during the preseason, and I said this in my preseason video, and people were saying, it's preseason, don't pay attention to it. But in the situation, deciding to dribble instead of just catch and shoot. When your catch and shoot rate almost 50%.
Yeah, exactly. And that's not really Seth's game.
Be decisive.
Can he dribble? Yes, but exactly. You said it. Be decisive. If you're going to dribble and go to the basket, dribble and go to the basket. Take your 1-2 dribbles, get to the lane, put up a floater, do a layup, something. Don't just be dribbling around just to be dribbling. And so either dribble and drive or just catch and shoot. Make a decision. Don't just be dribbling just to dribble.
Yeah, be decisive.
Be decisive. Make your decision. Make your decision quick so the defense can't adjust and respond to what you're trying to do. So, yeah, for Seth, you got to be decisive. And dribbling is not really his game anyway. You can take 2 dribbles and drive and do a little floater, get a layup or whatever, but his game is catching and shooting.
Yeah, and I just feel like, obviously, Tobias had a good game tonight. I mean, given the circumstances, he had 16 points, 5 assists, 9 rebounds. He shot 4 of 6 from the 3, 50% from the field in 28 minutes. So we're going to lay off Tobias for a little minute because we got to be Ben, Seth. You got to be way more decisive than that. Like, right. It's the hesitation for me. You know what you're good at, Ben. You know what you're good at posting up, Seth. You know what you're good at, that 3. That's your shot.
Y'all know y'all bread and butter in this league.
You're right. You know your bread and butter. So when it comes to the Cavs, I think the biggest thing defensively, like we know our offense was just rotten tonight, but the biggest thing defensively was the perimeter defense.
And the fact they couldn't stop Andre Drummond.
Yeah, and they shot 40% from 3. They shot 52.7% from the field. It's just got to be much better. Like, just got to play more cohesive. Obviously, Embiid is the engine, but
you got to be able to be come on, it's the Cavs. They don't have anybody special. I mean, yeah, they got Andre Drummond, but Andre Drummond should not be able to be the only person that can carry that Cavs team, because that Cavs team doesn't have a lot. They got Andre Drummond and Collin Sexton, and I mean, I guess Kevin Love. That's about it. But none of those guys should really scare you that much when you have a Ben Simmons, when you have a Danny Green, when you have a Tobias Harris, when you have a guy like
Dwight coming off the bench. Even if he's not in there, Dwight played 15 minutes. I mean, come on now. Dwight was 4 for 4, 9 points. I'm saying y'all should be able to handle. Anyways, this is all just initial reactions. We've been venting. It's been guys, if you made it this far in the video, you guys know it's been a tough day for Philly fans. Okay, we just got bounced. Close out the video.
She emotional right now, y'all. She emotional. She been through a lot today.
And like I said, this game 3, we 2-1. You're not gonna. It's the NBA. You're not gonna win every game. Embiid was out, but it was definitely some glaring things that need to be addressed. And I think the biggest word of the night is decisive.
Yep. Be decisive. Know what you're gonna do, and then do it.
And know what you're gonna do, what you're good at. It's not even like you gotta do something different.
Exactly. Do what you're good at. Do what's gotten you here. Do what's gotten you your big Birkin bag in the league.
Exactly.
And Ben, you were doing it. Just do more of it. Come on now.
That's what I'm. Yeah.
8 shots. Come on, Ben. What are you doing?
8 shots.
You supposed to be without Joel Embiid, you are by far the best player on that team. You took 8 shots.
So Ben took 0 threes. Danny took 1 3, and Seth took 5.
I mean, 5 is, I'm not mad at Seth's 5. I mean, that's not bad. That's not terrible. Could he have taken more? I'm sure. But, you know, I feel like around 5, that's an average number for Seth. Maybe a little bit on the lower end of his average, but I feel like 5 attempts, 5 3-point attempts for Seth isn't anything terrible. But the rest, yes. Danny Green, you only took 1 3. Come on now. That's your bread and butter. Why you only taking 1 3?
Anyway, guys, can you close out this? Because I don't have nothing else to say.
All right, guys. You already know.
Anyways, if you made it this far in the video, what do you think is going on? What is your takeaways from this game? Are we still going to have this same team in March? And like I said, it's not the end of the world, but it's early in the season and you do got to make adjustments. So what adjustments do you guys think? Because obviously it's early in the season, but Daryl Morey did say if he don't like what he's going to see, he's going to make some moves by March. So let me know what you guys have been seeing during these first 3 games.
Make sure you like, make sure you comment, make sure you subscribe. Bye.